Hi, this is Shui with a review of another Pro Specs, a Korean sneaker brand. This is actually quite interesting. I love the design. There's something that I've not seen in most other mainstream design label. Something they did a little bit differently is that this F-looking logo, which is supposed to be the silhouette of a crane flying or something taking flight, they have a Scotch or 3M reflective material not on the logo itself, not around it, but rather to give it sort of like a 3D effect. There's a Scotch or reflective material coated here and here, and I love that. I love that setup. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for other colorways. It comes in a number of different colorways, but not every colorway has the reflective material coated like that. Anyway, this is called the barely syn. I think it's supposed to emphasize this is barely synthetic. It's made up of a lot of lightweight, flexible, comfortable synthetic leather type of material all around. No engineered mesh or any other different type of material like the one that I reviewed previously, which was the Finish 2, which had engineered mesh coated with some synthetic leather. Although it's all leather, it's quite lightweight for a size 9.5. It weighs about 270-80 grams, so that's super lightweight. It's good. I like the simple silhouette and design. It's the whole midsole, although it looks like a cup midsole that should be hard like a rubber outsole, but this is super soft. It uses very lightweight, low density EVA foam, so it's really soft, and you can actually feel it when you wear the shoes. Unfortunately, it's a little too thin. They could have made it a little bit thicker. I mean, it's coated all the way up here, but it's quite thin. But what's good is compared to the Finish 2, it has a bigger heel to toe drop, as in the heel cushioning is a lot more durable. It's a lot more well cushioned. The shock absorption ability is a little bit higher, so this is good. But at the same time, on the forefoot, you feel like there's barely nothing there. So the insole it comes with is a typical lightweight EVA insole. It provides a very cushy, comfortable fit, but it'll bottom out, and the forefoot area would feel like it's got minimal, if not zero, cushioning. So I would advise switching to something like a thicker polyurethane PU insole or something more substantial that you have in your hands, and just by switching that, it feels just as good as a typical React or Lunar Lawn or Cloud Foam running shoe. So this is a really well made shoe. I don't know how quickly it'll bottom out, but it feels like it should have a similar type of durability like your typical foam material runners. Lightweight is its strength, and another thing that's great about this shoe is that the outsole, it feels like a trail shoe, a trail tracking shoe. So the aggressive triangular pattern is very similar to the traction that we've gotten from the traction powerhouses in the past, like the KD5. They had a triangular traction, and then they switched up a little bit in the elite version for the KD6, and then they were criticized for that. So this is great. The traction is awesome, and it's pretty durable because, as you can tell, they are protruding out quite significantly, and it's all solid rubber outsole, but at the same time they only put it where it's needed, and the midfoot area, it's just the foam material, so it helps to make it more lightweight, and it helps with a little bit more of a flexibility there. It's priced at only about like $40 because it's on sale, so it's quite a steal. And yeah, it fits a little bit narrow, so I would recommend, unless you have like really narrow feet, going up half a size would be recommended. Another great job by a Korean brand that continues to suffer some ups and downs but manages to stay afloat. They're going to be releasing a very interesting retro basketball sneaker with an air circulation system, so I will be reviewing that shortly. I do hope to get my hands on those babies as soon as possible.